I'm Hannah, and today we're going to talk about evaporation, condensation, and precipitation.
And how are they a result of climate change in the atmosphere? Now we're going to be talking about evaporation and how it works. Did you all know that evaporation deals with snow and ice? So we're going to show you how precipitation works throughout this tour.
So what is this you guys gathered? It's some snow and some hail I see from outside.
Yes, and we're going to melt it to prove how evaporation, precipitation, and condensation works, and how it can affect the atmosphere and everything, and how it's going to work on this.
So how does snow and hail and the ice form? Is that from precipitation?
Yes.
Okay. And so hail, I'm assuming, since it's very big pieces that I see, can be very destructive.
It could wreck cars, and it could also be like a disaster like Hurricane Sandy was, and it can cause tornadoes, and it can also come down on hailstorms and everything.
So it comes with the storms. Okay, that's interesting. So what is happening now?
Well, right now it's melting, and it's going to evaporate eventually once it gets to its heating point.
Turning into water that is going to boil.
Oh, that's interesting. So tell me a little bit about these three things that you guys are studying.
Evaporation and precipitation and condensation is a result of climate and how it affects the climate, atmosphere, and more.
I remember you guys told me that precipitation can be good because it allows rain to fall.
It allows rain to fall and snow, and then more destructive things like hail.
Very interesting. So Hannah and Lise were telling me that precipitation is a major component in the water cycle, and you said that it's responsible for depositing the fresh water on the planet. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So what do we have now happening?
Precipitation, and it's a major component of the water cycle and everything. Approximately,
it's a responsible fresh water on the planet.
Approximately
505,000 cubic kilometers of water falls as precipitation each year.
Wow. That's a lot of water when you think about it.
Yeah.
I guess that's what causes some floodings, which isn't good. So what's going on here? It's starting to evaporate, and I see some mist forming, so that would be called what?
Evaporation.
Evaporation. Very interesting.
Condensation is the change of the physical state of matter from gaseous phase into liquid phase, and is the reverse of vaporization. When the transition happens from the gaseous phase into the solid phase directly, the change is called deposition.
As you see, the water is boiling, so that means it's a condensation. It went from ice to liquid. And now it's going to vapor into evaporation. Now you will be seeing the steam popping out to evaporation. And the steam popping out and coming out as evaporation. Thank you. Evaporation and how is climate a result of all those things. Evaporation occurs when liquid changes into water vapor. So here's an example. Here's an evaporation example. As you see the wind blowing into me, that's water vapor that turned into mist and density. So it's actually evacuation.